Samuel here. Today I thought that I would review a Doctor Who episode. So today I thought I would review the episode, which at the time of this recording, well, the episode I watched last night, which is The Waters of Mars, starring David Tennant, his penultimate story, also starring Lindsay Duncan. So let's get to what this story is all about. Now, I guess spoilers in case you haven't watched it, but it's been like 8 years since the story came out. So yeah, so this is part of the 2009 specials, which were basically, well, I'm not sure why they decided to do specials for 2009, but we had them, so yeah. So the year is 2059, November 21st, and basically humans have managed to create a colony on the planet Mars, led by Captain Annalee Brooke. They basically have, well, essentially humans managed to achieve life on Mars by year 2029. So, but the Doctor, having read our future history, has read that on November 21st, 2059, the colony gets destroyed. No one ever knows why. Anyways, so as a result, well, I mean, he lands on Mars, and after discovering where he is, he realizes that he needs to leave because this is a fixed point in time and it shouldn't be changed. Anyways, so, but then he and Adelaide discover the flood, and this is this story is, I think, is really cool because it's kind of scary. I mean, the flood looked kind of like us, but, you know, cracked mouth, was really blue eyes, well, those kind of powder blue eyes, or I don't know. Point I'm trying to make is he basically well, the point is the flood are created through this parasite in the water supply, which is from a glacier underground, and the Doctor mentions his old enemies, the Ice Warriors, who then appear who don't appear in this story. They were meant to, but but they didn't. But they, of course, appear in Cold War, starring Matt Smith, 4 years after The Waters of Mars airs, 2013. And I really like how the flood look. They look terrifying, man. I mean, just crack. Well, I mean, I described them, but yeah, imagine if Dan had gone to Earth. I mean, we'd be screwed, dude. Pardon my language. Yeah. And I really like how, yeah. So at this point, David Tennant's Doctor is travelling alone. Left Donna Noble, wiped her mind. Everybody else has somebody else, and the Doctor has no one. And Waters of Mars is a pitch perfect example of why the Doctor should always have a friend by his side, because companions provide conscience. Sorry, my some of my family's come back. Anyway, and you know, yeah, that's my sister crying. Anyways, but it's really, well, I find it really interesting how he basically breaks his one rule. It's like, well, you know how Batman doesn't kill people because that's his one rule, but he ends up breaking that one rule from time to time? Yeah, this is the Doctor doing that. You know, breaking the laws of time. So he saves Adelaide and a couple of others, and well, but the Doctor told Adelaide that her death inspired her granddaughter to go out into the stars and basically bring humanity into the universe. But obviously, the Doctor saves her life, and well, because she sees that the Doctor's gone too big for his boots, she kind of kills herself, and by that I mean, boom. So, yeah, I really, and yeah, I like this story, and it has some fun moments, it has some scary moments, it has some really emotionally impactful moments. Like, okay, I know some people would probably think that Gadget is annoying, but cause, you know, the little robot thing, but I actually really like it. Funny robots. I know some people will probably hate funny robots, but gotta solve this problem. So, yeah, scary moments, flood. You know, like, seriously though, what if our war is infected and we end up all becoming part of this parasitic race? I mean, Earth would literally be doomed. It'd be like the Krynoids in the Seeds of Doom, you know, from 1976, starring Tom Baker and Elizabeth Sladen. Yeah, it'd be like that, but if the Krynoids succeeded in taking over the Earth, but it'd be like 100 times more worse. Like, I'm not even joking, man. I mean, this planet's like 72% covered in water. Yeah. And, you know, I enjoy it when the Doctor has a moral dilemma, and sometimes he succumbs to it. I mean, like other stories, Fires of Pompeii, and I guess the Aztecs, although technically that wasn't his moral dilemma, that was Barbara's. But, you know, you can see that, you know, stories like that, I think they're really good for Doctor Who. And, hey, it's good for a Dalek fan like me, because we get a brief glimpse of the Daleks, because, you know, BBC kind of have this contract with the Nation Estate, Terry Nation Estate, where, basically, they have to show the Daleks every year. So, obviously, Wars of Mars was for 2009. But, you know, it's good that they're only brief, because you can't, because, you know, the story isn't about them. So, yeah, that's, that's, well, I think this story is really cool, and, you know, I hope that, well, I mean, I think I speak for everybody, and I say that I hope Jodie Whittaker's Doctor gets a moral dilemma episode, just like the way Tennant and other doctors also get that moral dilemma, because we all know that the Doctor can be a flawed person. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Not sure what I'll review next. I mean, well, I got plenty of episodes to choose from. If I was to rate this story though, I'd probably give it, I'd say, an 8 out of 10, because, yeah, it's not perfect. I mean, it's like, but it's really good, I think. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and see you later.